Keith Stew, Mark Mitchell, Brian Gardner, Charles Luter, Torrance Cobb, man, Kevin Durham, and Jeff Griffin over at Custer, Mark Leslie, and Trey Dog, and man, I don't even want to get there. Rich Allen and Aldrich Wilson, man, at North, and man, Bunny, and man, I don't even want to get the memory. Man, come on, man. You had Danny Beard and them. They went upstate. They actually beat Cal and them. Cal was a freshman. But man, that's what I'm trying to say. The city was thick. We need to stop coaching against the city, man. We need to stop telling these people, these families, we need to build the city back up.
Trying to recover, he stepped on the sideline. Oh, that was not an easy landing.
Real. No, that's money.
Jump shot, no, side iron it on. Louis with a rebound. Deshaun Wilson, Daniel Parker. In the lane, shovels it off, right side, on the way by Rayford, in and out. Rebound, Kelly Eubank. The Wildcats on the prowl as they come back. Krieger trying to handle the ball, almost had to get out of bounds. Dimitri Williams for three. No, off the fly. Fitzgerald going back up for foul.
Man, I just wanted to let y'all see some of this stuff. I'm digging in the crates. I'm going to see what other, tapes I could come up with, I could find, man. I just love this stuff, man. You can go back and show dudes who you battle with, the game. Look at Rich, young Rich, with the Rock Hill, with the part in the middle. That's a Jenkins special, baby. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you a story. I used to kick it so tough with Eric and Derek, man, because, my auntie Aunt Bertha used to kick it with my Gigi. She used to, my Gigi used to babysit my cousins. So I used to always kick it with Eric and Derek, man. It was my guys, man. And, man, at high school, Walt used to see me so much, and when Derek went to Washington, Walt used to think I went to Washington, man. I used to come in and get free haircuts. That's why I was late to school at Hamilton a lot on game days, because I'd be getting my hair cut at Jenkins, man. And then when we ended up playing Washington upstate, man, Walt finally realized that I wasn't a Washington player. But all that time, man, Walt thought because I hung with Eric and Derek, man, thought I went to Washington High School. I know I was a Washington kid, man. I know it. But, Ham, the green and gold was running in my blood, man. Uh-oh, nice hang time, Kev. I'll tell you, but if I wouldn't have went to Hamilton, without a doubt, I'd have been in that purple and gold.
Deshaun Wilson, rejected by Fitzgerald. The Eubank, a 3-on-1 and a trip. Number 24, Deshaun Wilson. The whistle for the foul. Milwaukee and Hamilton aggressively taking that ball right back to the basket.
Look at Red. Man, I'm about to let y'all just chill a little bit, man. I'm about to get off this, man. I just want to show y'all. I think I got some more, man. I'm going to go in this crate and see what else I can find, man. Maybe some more Hamilton games. Maybe some college games, something like that. I don't know what I got over here, man. I'm just going to dig in the crate and see what I can find, y'all. But hope y'all like this, man. Some of you former Washington players or Hamilton players, if y'all need a copy of this, man, I got y'all, fam. Just ask me. And I'll get one burnt for you, man, because I know people like to have this for their kids, or just for their own little records. Put it in their little archives, man. Let me know. I got you. But, yeah, sophomore, 21, 20, 23 upstate, something like that on Washington as a sophomore. Killer, man. That's why I be laughing when, cats today score 8 or 10 points and people be praising them like they're a killer. These cats averaging 8 or 10 points and they praising them like they killers. Man, that was that. Come on, man. You was a normal dude scoring that. Be killers, man. I think about like how Mark Leslie and them used to go off for 25, 30. Daryl Wright for 60 and all that, man. Cats don't even do that nowadays, man. And do it within the confines of the offense, not just going G. You know what I'm saying? Or going up to the coach, having them design the system, let you have the freedom, just shoot when you want to. Nah, when we play, you had to run plays, man. You had to score through the offense. Cats just knew how to get their money through the offense. Most dudes, they don't know how to play like that now, man. But yeah, man, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Just wanted to show y'all a little bit, man. Because I think at the end of the quarter, end of the halftime, I think it was 27-25 halftime score. It was a good game, man. I told y'all it was a real good game. Better team won, though. I give it to him, man. Our backcourt was young, man. Me and Meach was sophomores. You know, Calvin was experienced, man. You talking about this dude and travel, him and Boo, and traveled everywhere and played everybody, man. Moan, shit. It's hard to beat that, man. But I'm going to get on up out of here, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. All right, one.
Misses, Krieger and Mills, Ballard for Fitzgerald, and Richard Royster are locked up with it. The ball will stay in the hands of Milwaukee Washington. 2 in the second, reversal for Washington. Good first and a 4 second.
Well, and that's where that 17-10 run for Milwaukee Hamilton gave them the momentum going out into the half. And the first 3 minutes of the second half are really critical.
And Milwaukee Washington has the basketball for Calvin Rayford, bringing it down as he gets it into the front court to Jamal Turrentine. Turrentine with 8, Henry with 8 to top the Milwaukee Washington score.
Milwaukee Hamilton in that 3-2 zone defense.
And the shot misses. Parker goes back up to put it in. 29-29. Good bench efforts by both clubs. Eubanks coming off the bench along with Krieger from Milwaukee Hamilton in that first half. Wilton and Henry doing the same to score 8 points for Milwaukee Washington.
And that's an important part of it. When you go into a big ball game like this, you really don't know who will step up and really make a great contribution. And you find that oftentimes coming off the bench.
And a jump ball. Arrow gives it to Milwaukee Washington. It's so hard to predict. In this case, we've seen it tonight. We talked about the high expectations going in of that young man, Silas Mills, and of course of Reggie Smith, and a couple of early whistles and fouls, and all of a sudden they become spectators instead of participators. Mills participating here as the turnaround shot goes down and come right out. This is Freddie Riley. Coming in. Rounded out and a whistle, and on the floor is Calvin Rayford, and Rayford is whistling for the foul. That is his first in the game.
Now, when you talk about a player aggressively taking the ball to the basket, this is probably as good an example as you can see. And he takes it coast to coast, goes all the way, and takes it to the basket with authority.
See how that team huddled up, man.
So
I love that when teams huddle up. Make sure they all on the same page.
He had 10 in yesterday's game. Season average of 8. So Freddie Riley played over that by a couple of points yesterday and at that season average of 8 on that effort at the line. 30-29 the score. Milwaukee Hamilton by 1.
You want to talk about impressive sophomore guards. Freddie Riley is one.
Yes, he is. They were saying that here last year about a guy named Calvin Rayford.
Right, and he just continues to improve.
That was all my line. Okay, did you improve that? Stay away from my notes. Here's Brink. Misses, tap loose, and it's picked up by
Fitz, you can't throw it to him on the floor, man.
but it was stolen. Underneath the Daniel Parker, and Parker is fouled on the pass.
And another steal for Calvin Rayford, and a great pass.
Look,
leading to that.
another steal, Calvin Rayford.
Here's the pass. He goes up. He looks for the pass more than he does the shot.
That's why he All-American. That's why he was number 1 point guard. That's what point guards do, facilitate, make their teammates better. D up, full court, true point guards.
That kind of player who doesn't have to be a number 1 or 2 scorer. I mean, he does so many things to help other guys on the team get their points.
Oftentimes when you get a point guard that feels he's a great scorer, he just doesn't give up the ball the way that he should.
No, that ain't the case with C. Pearl. He's a true point guard, man.
Freddie Riley, score and give it up. Almost gave it up to the wrong team on that the last move. But he has it back from Freddie.
I was trying to rep the hood. I was trying to rep the laws. We had a lot of Westlawn dudes in this game. When you think about it,
Coming in, nice body control.
they had me, Kenny Brown, they had Cal, because Cal played for the Spartans. He played on the AFY team, won it back-to-back with him, Boo Sweethands. I was on that team, too. I think I was 12 years old. So we had plenty of guys from Westline in this game that played for Bob Ricardo. Cal, Boo, me, Kenny Brown. Shoot, we had some cats up there, man. I know they had in the newspaper. It was a picture of me and Boo. And I was reaching on Boo upstate, and man, we gave that clip in the newspaper to Bob Ricardo, man. 2 of his kids he raised, man. You know, and we both. What a dream for Bob, man. I know that made his heart feel good. 2 kids in the projects, playing upstate, a sophomore and a junior, man. He was doing something right up there, baby. Doing something right at Silver Spring. You know, and then just to see Anthony McHenry come in, man, and McHenry to keep it going, and all the legendary players that he had created out of the Spartan camp since he been there. I mean, the Silver Spring always, to me, been in good hands, man. And I really do appreciate Anthony McHenry for what he had done for Silver Spring. You know, bringing on board my boy Ewell Clinton, you know, Keontae. You know, not to mention some of these other cats that they had brought along out there to help the Spartans out and recruit players and to play. Like how Cal came off 100 and something to come play with us. Westline was just a spot, man, where real ball was going down. And I mean, they had ball going down everywhere in the city at that time, man. But, you know, we really got it in the lawns, man. But I know Bob was proud this day to see, you know, 2 kids that he had hands on to be playing in this game. Actually, 4 or 5 kids he had hands on to be playing in this game.
Now we said the first 3 minutes were very important in the second half, and Washington has taken a 36-31 lead, so they control the first 3 minutes in the second.
I told you it wasn't nothing but like a 5-6 point game pretty much all the way through.
Looking inside. Parker on the right side with it. Rayford. Turlington to Bill. Turnaround from 8 feet, good. Silas Bills. 7 feet.
Killer. Big Mo was a killer, dog. Mo was a killer. I don't even know if Mo even saw this man. You know, I might need to call Mo and get him a copy of this, man. I know he'll love to see. Well, I don't know. He didn't have a good first half. He had a better second half.
Calvin quickly into the lane and lost control of it, but last touch by Milwaukee. Hamilton up into the crowd out of bounds. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to play.
Man, respect these cats and put it down, man. Our young cats got to know this, man. We can't be bypassing the 90s and the 80s, just talking about the 2000s and shit. That ain't how this go, man. Shit. Cats really got it in, man.
Here you see the screen.
Look at Ewell down there next to Ishmael. I see you, see.
Coming around the screen. The screener rolled right down the lane.
And Ewell really was supposed to be out at Hamilton. He went to Bell Middle School right across the street from us. He was supposed to ball at Wash House, but like I said, that prestige at Washington, man, they got the history, the tradition, the legacy of the coldest players coming up out of there. Some of the coldest, so I understand it, man. Shit, the pressure was on me, too, to go to Washington. No, they won it in 93, so I'd have missed it. Because Ewell and EK won it in 93. DeAndre Harris and them, Omar and them, they won it in 93. That team was cold, too. Wash House again. Wash House again, baby. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that shit. That's a bad boy, man. That's a bad boy.
So quick.
Yes, he is.
That turnover against Kelly Eubanks.
Oh, they wasn't used to no in and outs back then, man.
And Rayford was right behind him, and that's what helped to cause that turnover.
Man, we had to get Meach faded up, man. I just saw my boy, too, man. He do lawn care services. Good to see my guy. Backcourt teammate from middle school and high school. Dude has monkey hops.
Hamilton in a 3-2.
And a legit jump shot. Coach T.